Michelle here from Two Hearts from Roof, and thanks for clicking on this video. Today is another KonMari decluttering video. I'm cracking on with the kitchen. I've already done one part to this. I will put the link in the box up here for you. So now we're going to tackle like dried food, canned foods and snacks and cereal today. I just wanted to say about this checklist, I found a free downloadable checklist online. I'll put a link in the box below to where you can find it. Once you kind of got past the top three things, everything else is more random. But obviously you want to make sure that you're hitting all your different categories. So I just found this really helpful, that it pretty much lists every house category you could possibly think of. So we're hitting the kitchen at the moment, and it has the pantry broken down into different sections. So we're doing canned products and boxed foods, and rice probably will get ticked off today. I just found it really useful for if you can't do everything completely in order, for being able to see what you've got left and what you've already done. So just a good idea anyway. So let's crack on with today's video. So the first thing I'm going to tackle is this cupboard. Again, I know KonMari says not to tackle areas but to tackle categories. So technically I'm tackling dried foods, shall we say? We'll make this up as we go along. Anyway, this is kind of cereals and obviously dude's little snacks. And then the bottom cupboard, do you know what? I haven't even got a clue what's in there. The only thing I use in that cupboard is my peanut butter and the dog's Mackies. I have no clue what else is in there. It's mainly snacks and stuff that we've had in like Declutter boxes, or we've picked up that we've fancied and then never actually eaten. So I'm going to pull all this out, If there are snacks in there that are edible, I think we're having a party tomorrow, so they might get used for that. Otherwise, we'll be going in the bin. So let's see what all this looks like once I pull it out. Okay, so this is everything that was in that cupboard. All the cereals here, and then a peanut butter, some nuts and fruit that I used for cooking stuff last Christmas, chocolate drops from last Christmas, pecans, Opie's snacks. Found 3 packets of popcorn that we never got around to eating because they were for a review, but they were meant to send some other stuff as well that never came, so they never got eaten, and now I think they're out of date, which is really sad. Loads of half-eaten packets of like Dorito-y types tortilla chips, so can definitely get rid of quite a large amount of this. And then there's a few items I can use for tomorrow's party, and I'm hoping, I need to clean the cupboard out as well, look at that, yeah. I'm hoping that I can get in my boxes of milk and on the bottom shelf here, because they're always in the way because we haven't got a very big kitchen, a lot of storage. So they always sit here next to the fridge, which is where I keep like the bottles of water and pop and stuff. So not very practical. Okay, so that literally took like 2 minutes. This is everything that's staying. The grand plan of using stuff for the party, this is all out of date, which is shocking. I didn't realise. Even this cereal, which I'm pretty sure I only ate like 2 weeks ago, is out of date, which is gutting. All of those are out of date. As you can see, they've all been opened and had like 1 bowl and then not eaten anymore. And all of those crisps packets are out of date as well. But I have got these, which we love, so those will be used to the party, and these 2 bags, which can be used to the party. The cheese savouries are obviously for the party anyway. Bag of raisins is up beginning of next year, I think, so Alien gets those. My peanut butter, like I said, is the only thing I actually use. And then cereal and some porridge oats and Opie's Mackies. So all of that is all I've got left. All of that is to go. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You just don't realise sometimes. So hopefully I can get most of it back in there tidily, and then I can put the milk down the bottom after I've given that shelf a clean. And there it is, all sorted. Cereals and porridge and Opie's treats and my peanut butter. And then I moved this shelf up a stop. I had to work out how to take the door off my cupboard, mind you. I moved this shelf up so I can actually get in like our bottles of water and stuff in there. So that is much better. So up here is now looking like this, but that is almost finished. That's what I'm in the middle of drinking. Those are actually to go
to when I go on a girls' night away. So I'm going to put those in a different cupboard. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. It's all looking a bit tidier. So yeah, that's job number 1 done. So this is our next shelf. Like I said, we don't have a very big kitchen, so this is pretty much all of my like tinned and boxed items. Not a lot of it, but I still think there's probably a few bits in there that are either out of date or we're just never going to use. So I'm going to pull all this out and see what we can do with it. Okay, so that is everything out of the shelf. There's not a huge amount of it, luckily. Shelf needs good deep clean though, so I will do that. But I've already seen a few things that I know we're not going to use, so they can go. This doesn't include like my couscous, my rice, my spaghetti, or my general use pasta, because they are all stored in jars on the shelf because they get used quite often. But let's reduce this down. That only took about 2 minutes. That lot is all going. The stuff on this side is all out of date. The thins are out of date. The coconut milk isn't out of date, but I don't know why I have coconut milk because I never use it. And then that whole meat pasta isn't actually out of date, but John and the baby don't actually like it, just me. So it seems kind of pointless keeping the last of the bag. Then all of this is to go back in the cupboard. There's only 1 bag of rice left in there, so that can probably go up in my rice jar. And the baby eats those. Spaghetti hoops are his. The fruit is all his. And then I've just got kind of like tinned tomatoes, tin of rice pudding, tin of potatoes, tin of tomato soup, pineapple. There is some pasta there as well that can go up in the jar, so that won't need to go back in the cupboard. Everything else is pretty basic. Let's get that all in. There you go, I've given the shelf a good clean and I've put back in everything else. So like all the pastas and packets back there, my oils, the vinegar, baby's fruit, and then my tins and the few jars that I have are all in. The only thing we usually have that we don't have is baked beans. I've usually got tins of baked beans in the cupboard and there's none there. Other than that, that'll pretty much stay like that for a while now. And finally, the last part I'm going to tackle today is this. This is kind of like snacks and the baby's treats and any sort of sweets or stuff we've got. And also the bread bin, but the bread never goes in the bread bin because the bread bin is full of baby treats. The bread stays on top here. So I'm going to pull all this out and I'm pretty sure that quite a bit of it can go. That jack-o'-lantern is also full and the bread bin is full. I shall show you guys now. There is the full bread bin. I think most of it is stuff that he's currently eating, so that's fine, but I'd probably have got a few bits in there which can go. And then the jack-o'-lantern is just jammed. So I'm thinking if I pull it all out, there will probably be stuff that gets to go. So let's get all of this out. So this is everything that was in that corner, which looks preposterous when you pull it all out. There's just such a random mix of stuff. This is all the baby's treats, as you can see, but there's also like some bags of sweets in there, which must have been mine or John's. And then this was all like shoved in the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, so need to get rid of some of this, get rid of the stuff we don't eat, check all the dates on everything, because that clearly seems to be a bit of an issue I have. And I'm hoping that it's going to be much tidier, because it's always this area that seems to just overflow with stuff that we don't have room for in the cupboards. Considering me and John are trying to eat a bit more healthy, all the sweets have got to go. I've given Jack and the bread bin a bit of a wash out because both of them are full of biscuit crumbs, so they're going to be much tidier. Let's see what I can do with this. And I'm finished. So all of this is to go and that is to stay. So some of these are out of date, some are just stuff that we don't eat. There's a few treats that the baby doesn't actually like, so they've all gone in the bin. And then staying, new loaf of bread. Serene's John's just picked up. These are Elian's favourite thing in the world. The small mini cheddars, cheese savoury things. So I buy them in bags like this and then I decant them into this. So that's just the last of that bag that hasn't fitted in there at the moment. Raisins. I've managed to find a stash of Alpen bars that I didn't know we had. So me and John will actually eat those. Baby loves these as well, and some Pom Bears. And then these I actually do stock up on when I find them cheap, because In Tesco's, they're about £1.60, £1.70 for 5 packets. But you can sometimes find them in places like Biology or B&M's for 99p. So there is a stack of those because I've just bought them 2 days ago. But now I've seen I've got some more there, and I found these as well, which I didn't realise I had any left. So he can have those as well. So I won't be actually needing to buy any treats for him for a while. Got 2 Graze boxes that my sister gave me that I didn't realise I had. I will eat those. Some mini cheddar biscuits, which John will have. And we got sent these in a deguster box, which I think will go, my sister can put them in. I'll put them in my sister's Christmas box. These are the only sweets that I'm keeping. These are Mike and Ike's that we bought when we were in America. I didn't realise I still had any, but it's an almost full box. So I'm keeping those because I really like them. And they're not out of date for a while yet. So yeah, that's everything that's staying, and that is everything that's going. So I will just put it all away tidy now. So in the jack, I have popped the packs of mini cheddars, those Graze boxes, and mine and John's Alpen bars are in there. So that is all sorted. Jack can go back there. Elliot's mini cheddars are in the box there. I'm going to put these in my desk so I won't forget that they're in here instead. And then the Serenes, the little paw treats that he likes, and his yogurt coated stuff. Raisins, more yogurt raisins, and what's left over of the mini cheddars, but they will go in there once that's empty. And then I'm just going to pop the pom bears on top. Crack the lid on. And that is so much tidier, much nicer. So that's it for today's kitchen declutter. I have a rather large bag of rubbish, and that doesn't include the stuff I put in the recycling as well. So that was definitely a successful declutter. So that is now all my spices and my cooking products have all been done. That's all my dried goods done. Next up, we've got the kitchen and the freezer, the fridge and the freezer. I clear up my fridge pretty regularly, so there shouldn't be a lot in my fridge, I don't think. There's not a lot in my fridge anyway, but there really shouldn't be a lot that needs to go. My freezer, I actually did about 4 months ago, but it actually needs defrosting, so I might put that all in one go and actually defrost it because I want to make space in there to be able to do my crock pot freezer cooking, which I spoke about in a video last week. I will pop the link up there for you guys. And then the other thing is all my baking. It's all shoved in a very small cupboard, all like my baking, and then like our teas and coffees and everything are all in the same cupboard. So that's going to be one I want to tackle soon. And then that'll be all of the food products done, and we can move on to all the like kitchen utensils and cooking stuff and plates and spoons and mugs and glasses, and then that'll be another room ticked off, which will be amazing. So guys, give us a nice big thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Two Hearts family, and leave me a comment. Tell me about your KonMari decluttering, or if you're considering it, or any sort of organisation tips you've got for kitchens, because I definitely need it for my drawers. Wait until you see the drawers in an upcoming video. They are a mess. We don't have a lot of space, so everything has to kind of get consolidated into drawers, which is not working for us at the moment, and we need to find a new system. So that'll be coming up. I've got a load of KonMari videos, so I will pop the playlist. It'll be in the box below, but I'll also pop the playlist link up here to all the other KonMari videos for you to see. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye!